Oh, a big building in the middle of nowhere. Oh, this is fun. Okay, let's go look at these windows. That's what it really looks like anyways, I guess. Oh good, I'm going down now. That was a pretty intense climb. Berlin State Park contains many historic buildings which are maintained in a state of arrested decay. The park office, maintenance shop, and ranger residence are all located in historic structures and cabins. The remaining cabins offer visitors a glimpse into Nevada's mining past, with various period artifacts and effects on display, as if the town was still alive. A view through the window of one of these structures will give you an idea of mining camp life at the turn of the 20th century. The first mining activity in the region was in May of 1863 when a group of prospectors discovered silver in Union Canyon, and the small mining camp of Union was settled. The next year, the Union Mining District was formed to include the towns of Union, Grantsville, Ione, and later Berlin. The first assay report in Berlin Canyon was in 1869, but it was not until 1895 that the Berlin mine was established. With the purchase of the mine and numerous surrounding mining claims by the Nevada Company in late 1898, the town of Berlin was soon in its heyday. With the rise of Berlin, the settlement of Union, a mile to the east, was revived as the old buildings were again utilized by the Berlin miners. Soon, Berlin and its suburb of Union supported up to 250 people, including miners, woodcutters, charcoal makers, doctor and a nurse, forest ranger, and prostitute. Buildings included a 30-stamp mill, assay office, barn and corrals, union hall, store and post office, infirmary, station, and homes. Today, many buildings remain, and some of the former residents are interred in the cemetery below the town. Worked from an inclined shaft with 8 levels, the total production of the mine's 3 miles of tunnels is estimated to have been $849,000 at a time when silver paid 60 cents an ounce and gold paid $20 an ounce. The Berlin mill processed the ore by crusher, stamps, and amalgamation and concentrating tables. Around 1907, the Berlin mine began a steady decline in production and profits. The mine was finally abandoned and the mill closed for good sometime between 1911 and 1914. The population of Berlin dwindled to only a few residents. It was only a matter of time until they too would move on. Today, Berlin stands as a true Nevada ghost town, preserved for present and future generations. Here are some fun facts about Berlin. The forest, as it now stands, is mostly second growth. During the activity at the Berlin mine, nearly every large pinyon and juniper between Grantsville and Ione was felled to feed the boilers and steam engines at the mine and mill. At one time, there were 4 saloons in the area, but none of them were in the town of Berlin. When the Nevada Company bought the Berlin mine, the town site was on company property, and no alcohol or drinking was permitted. Discharge of mercury-contaminated water and sand from the mill ran down the gully into the tailings pond. The pond was a favorite place for kids to play in the water. The only store in Berlin was run by the company. While they stocked a good variety of staple foods and canned goods, the prices were quite high in comparison with the prices charged at the store in Ione 6 miles away. The metal ore chute used at Teifel's workings is a smokestack taken from the mill. With the population of Berlin busting at its seams, the old settlement of Union was revived, including a 1-room schoolhouse. Student enrollment could reach 20 pupils or more. A cloudburst and flash flood, date unknown, came down the canyon, and the flow filled the entrance of the abandoned Berlin mine with mud and debris. The mine may have been sealed for 90 years or more. In the summer of 2015, a series of cloudbursts and subsequent flash flooding reopened the main shaft of the Berlin mine. In 1910, a cyanide plant was used to process mill tailings and recover values not recovered in the stamp mill. All of the major equipment and machinery was sold and hauled away during the scrap metal drives during World War II. The Foster brothers moved to Berlin in the 1940s. One day they decided to clean up around the houses by picking up the debris and burning the brush. The fire got out of control, and the result was 9 houses burned to the ground. So, what did you like better, the fossils or the mining history? It was a great park. Glad I came all this way.